Dear children, now we are going to consider about the file, that the binary file. The data what we are storing in our memory can be used in two forms, as in a text, that is ASCII code or Unicode format, or the other format called what, a binary format. So now how the binary file can be accessed in our Python program. Let us discuss with the file modes which is help us to access the binary file. See the file name. I am going to use 12b.dat. See, dat is a data file. Data file can be of binary. Where it is of a text file cannot be a binary now. So we can have the extension as dat. Now we can create one 12b.dat file in the memory of C colon temporary. Okay, now we can discuss how we can open this file in read mode or the write mode of a binary. So now binary file modes are, the first one is f, the file object, is equal to open. R is the code which used to refer the backslash. Here it refers for the path, not for the escape sequence. So R, then file name, comma, this RB in quotation is called what? File mode, that is reading a binary file. So RB is refers the binary file in open the file read only mode, only in a read mode. That means we able to take out the content from the data file called 12b.dat in the temporary folder of a C drive. Yes, if the file is exist in the memory, the data file can be, the data, that is the content of that file can be fetched from that file. If it is not exist in the memory doesn't have this file in that folder, then what happen? The Python interpreter will throw the error, IO error. Is it clear? If the file is exist there, we can take out the content from that file. Yes, so with the help of the read mode, reading the binary file. If the file is not exist in the memory, then the Python interpreter will throw an error. So the file is open in a read only mode. Then next, we can open the file in write mode. Write mode means to store the content, to enable the data to store into the file. So for that, file object f is equal to open function or the file name, comma, the mode, file mode is WB, write a binary file, WB mode. So the WB is refers the binary file in write mode. Write mode means to store the data inside. If the file exists in the memory, already we have the file in the memory, that is in temporary folder, that file, data file, then what happened, this write mode, write only mode, will remove the content of the file. The content of the file gets deleted, and what we are going to store newly will be stored there. What we are going to write into the file will store there. What the data is already stored will be removed. Okay, so the write mode of this, the binary file mode, will remove the data when the file is exist already. If the file doesn't exist, it create a new file and start to store the data in it. Okay, then this is the file is going to open in a write only mode. Then third one, the file object is equal to open a file name, comma, AB mode. Is it append binary file mode? So AB is refers the binary file in a append mode. Okay, so it is in a write mode. Append means what? Adding the content at the end of the file. If the file is exist in the memory, the old content, the existing data will not be removed. It remains same. It will be stored as such. Like the write mode, the data will not be removed here. In write mode, data will be deleted, then data will store, the new data will store there. Where here in append mode, the data remains there itself. The new content will be start to store at the end of the data presently what stored there. Yes, if the file doesn't exist, suppose there is no file at all in that memory, then what happened, this AB mode will create a new file and start to store the data there. So this the AB mode also, write only mode only. So we can able to store the data, we cannot get out the data. Here also we can able to store the data, we cannot get out. Here in the read mode, we able to fetch the data, we cannot store there. Okay, suppose we want to do both the operation. What are the operation? That storing the data, we want to write the content, as well as we want to read the data, that is fetch out the data. We want to do the two operations together in our program means. So what the file mode can be used for this binary file? It can be R plus B. That means read only as well as writing plus addition process in the binary mode, or RB plus. Like W plus B, that is write mode plus read also in binary file, or WB, write binary file with this plus operation with reading also, or A plus B or AB plus. So any of these process can be accessed. If it is of A plus only, we can append. If it is of W plus or R plus, we can read and write alone. Only two options can take place. If it is A plus, be able to append. Thank you.